Thank you for joining me here for your weekly love reading. My name is Carolyn. This week is for March 4th through 10th, 2024. We've been going through a process of revelations, secrets being revealed, the truth about your union coming to the surface more for both of you, and having a higher understanding of what this New Earth 5D union template is, this Holy Grail union. So that's been showing up. YouTube been clearing a lot the last 2 weeks. Let's see. It was going lunar cycle to lunar cycle, it looks like, and we have the on the 10th, the new moon in Pisces as super moon. So there could be some stuff coming up, more revelations around the new moon. We do have the 10 of Swords, so this is good because this is saying now with the mental revelations, the clarity of the mind, the understanding coming through. Again, I'm hearing pituitary gland, that now it's completing this week with the 10 of Swords, the full card. So that's really good. So we got the 10 and the 0. So endings and beginnings. It is a fresh start is what I'm hearing. And the last card is fight. So this fight energy, we'll see how it shows up in the reading. I feel basically, again, it's about getting more grounded in the new earth, and dissolving the past is also what I'm hearing. So also upholding God's laws and principles in the new earth timeline. And there's new constructs coming in here. So we have been kind of under a system, right, in the old earth, and now it's time to align to this new system. What that is, again, this is a learning process that we're all going through. The unions are going through, creating the new earth family template, as well as really the foundation of what we're focusing on right now in the unions. And so you two are coming through this timeline shift in that template to step more into a leadership role and represent what the unions are to look like in accordance to God's laws, God's plans in the new earth. So for you, in the consciousness, in your mindset and the thoughts towards your union, we do have the Temperance card. So that's really good to see. The King of Cups, illusions are over is what I'm hearing. So they are with the Ten of Swords and the Temperance card, clearing it out of the mind's eye. And we have resistance. So I feel like some of this is light body upgrades I'm hearing, and some of this is connected to the union with your divine counterpart, this King of Cups energy that's coming in. So it looks like deception is also what I'm hearing, some sort of being deceived away. It's through the mind that you were taken off path from this King of Cups energy, and it's that point of attraction to your divine counterpart in this love frequency, this higher vibration of love and unity and oneness. And so the resistance was the combativeness, that fighting energy, the not lack of trust energy. So the breakthroughs are happening, so you're getting to the 0 point with the Fool card here, so that you can align with love with your divine counterpart on this level. So that would be like the King and Queen of Cups energy is basically saying. So that point of attraction this week is here for you. You've dissolved whatever this did need to dissolve, so that you can just focus on the love together. I am seeing a bald ego totem animal that might be powerful for some of you lately or this week coming through. Something about the news as well. I'm hearing hieroglyphs as well. And so some new understandings are coming in. So there could be some awakenings happening, like codes coming in through reading things, through looking at the actual glyphs or codes or sacred geometry, or even the alphabetical numbers and letters that are bringing in more frequency for the timeline change. And it does look like a portal's happening here as well. So I'm hearing as the past dissolves, and I'm hearing ruins as well. So there's some collapsing here of energy. I feel like it's connected to the land grids and these sorts of systems that were, again, I'm hearing upholding this God's law. So it's like we were stuck under systems and programs on the ley line grids with the pyramids and other pyramids around the world, and they were all charged up with this system that was controlling unions and keeping the two of you separated. So now it's like they're being defragged, out of the consciousness. They don't hold the charges that they used to. So the power is lost. That power grid is like down, right? At this point, it's pretty much over. For those of you that do that grid work, the ley line work, I know there are many out there that work on the portals and these sorts of things. So I'm seeing that that's all completing. So that might change as well. You might feel like you can focus on working with creating the new earth energies rather than dismantling the old systems and structures on the earth's grid. So it looks really good. It's very supportive. Emotionally, we do have the 8 of Cups with the 3 of Swords. So more of clearing this 3 of Swords emotional attacks that the feminine's been. This is the pilgrimage is what I'm hearing. The pilgrimage card may show up here. There is one in this deck. So it's either we're on this pilgrimage now, walking away from these emotional traumas, but it's truly the 3 of Cups the King of Cups versus the 3 of Cups here. It's the opposite, right? So you're not attached here, emotionally attached, mentally attached to the heartbreak. You're leaving this behind. So ultimately, it was subconsciously that this has been showing up with the combativeness, like something, cords, attachments, trauma, belief systems, programs in the cells, in the DNA, ancestral trauma. Like we've had to clear it all, and it's been affecting us all differently, but it was creating a point of attraction of emotionally immature, emotionally unavailable people, and also a trauma bond with them. So it could have been like very attached to people that were always going to cause this heartbreak trauma and this pain. But at the same time, the feminine was like most attracted, most connected, most determined to be with that person, feeling that that was like their person. And so this is a trauma response, and it's necessary to dissolve that now and move away. And this is what's happening. So this upheaval that the feminine's been going through, especially in the mind, has been detoxing out more subconsciously that the connection with those people, that whatever it is, the seed point, an energy seed point to this, right? So the feminine's been processing through this 3 of Swords, been coming up for I feel like over a year now. So this is another layer of changing the point of attraction. So if you have been pursuing these 3 of Swords people, energy vampire types of people, manipulators and liars, it should be shifting now to this King of Cups energy. So you might notice that this week, with the timeline shift, if you have been in a situation where you're still pursuing this energy, that it should be shifting now to this energy, the King of Cups. So just be open to change, because I know sometimes we can get really sure, and like hard to leave an unhealthy situation, like not wanting to give it up and give a person up, right? But this week, I think it's important to just trust that things can change. Your point of attraction can change. Your viewpoint can change, and there is something better here for you. Liars and manipulators, ultimately, in narcissists, this sort of thing, attracting that in your life here, is closing down. So that can be with friends, with career, many different areas of your life. It's coming down for a closure here, so you can attract the one you want. Okay, so everyone's in a different stage with this, so I'm just mentioning that because it looks on some level here that it's time to walk away from that this week. It's what I'm hearing is like still adhering to the old timeline. So we have to, with success, we have to now shift through the quantum field into this newer timeline and shift our whole point of attraction, the union, all parts of it, ourselves, and our life into the new earth. It's a totally different, right? So it's like just combativeness is over is what I'm hearing. And so we really have to be really fluid with change, especially right now, these past 2 months, and it's continuing on. I'm hearing like to the Lionsgate. I think this is still going to be quite a transitionary time that we're moving through. of the age of Aquarius. You know, it's very much here. It's manifested as it has manifested, and we are moving into it layer by layer, day by day. And the restructuring of our life and the foundation of the new earth in the age of Aquarius is what we're creating right now. And it's still dissolving, like with the Ten of Swords to the Fool. Like it'll be showing up, I feel like this for a few weeks, a few months, where it's like endings, beginnings on all these different layers that we're processing through right now. So this is another week of that unfolding, and to align to having a completely new union. Even if you're in a relationship together, a completely new way of being in a relationship together is available, basically a better way, more 5D, new earth, age of Aquarius way. So we have the gospel here as well. With this card, I was just saying to myself, if it shows up, it's going to be more of those secrets energies coming through. So I feel like this is really saying, and it could be with the gospel, aligning with God's laws here as well, is what I feel. So these things have been uncovered. I feel like you're at the bottom of figuring out the truth that's been hidden with this Three of Swords energy vampires. And now it's time to walk away from that. So the new moon could be very supportive. Mercury goes into Aries that day as well. Venus is going to Pisces the next day. So we're having a lot of shift with the Mars, Venus, Mercury energies after they've been together in Aquarius. It's now shifting this week. So, and then Mars will be in Pisces on the 22nd. So energies are moving. I feel like with the Pisces energy, it's just like, let's finish cleaning up the old earth, masculine and feminine energies, and it can still be continuing around communication right now. So we will see how that unfolds in the mind. So in the blocks, we do have the Page of Swords. This is opening up to a new belief system, a new understanding, a new way of looking at the union, with the Eight of Pentacles, and then reconciliation. I do feel like this is with the new earth, I'm feeling this reconciliation with yourself, with the emotional healing. This could be a childhood trauma, mother healing, feminine healing coming up. That's especially with the heart and the emotional body. It's definitely a feminine healing. So it's like you're coming back to yourself. The Eight of Pentacles is saying you're in the progress here. You've been working really hard. You should be seeing results this week, making decisions, continuing pushing through here to get to this Ten of Pentacles for yourself. So it is important to, I feel like, accept responsibility. And this can be terms of endearment, going to the full moon Libra eclipse on the 25th. So there, and I'm hearing spell work on this and some sort of false people agendas. And I feel like these are friends or anyways, some energies that have been around you that were against you to block you from having this union. And I just feel like they were not team God, they're team separation. So this is the veils that are thinning on this level. So that energy isn't, through these next 2 weeks, that energy is dissipating basically. So I think those things were outside of our control. We just, we clear it, but now it's like manifest that it's dissolving. External, it's basically spell work. It's the old earth timeline as well. It's again, these pagan is what I'm hearing right now. It's these systems. It's like all of that ritual stuff worked in the Piscean age, but it's all being dismantled and decoded, and it just doesn't work in the new earth. The vibration's too high for that frequency. Even manifesting, it's like we're alchemists. We're coding in us being alchemists through masculine and feminine union, natural creators. This is primordial, rather than having to do the manifesting work and rituals around that, right? And belief systems. It's just going to be more naturally, organically easy because of our masculine and feminine union, right? Through the Holy Grail. So it's just simply an energy shift. I feel like I'm talking too much about this. Okay, so your action steps. We do have the Sun card, the Six of Cups, and then hierarchy here. So this is like the new rebirth here of your union with the Sun card coming through. The hierarchy again feels like God's laws, like the things are getting back into alignment, the inverted matrix system. Everything's that was showing up with your counterpart last week. We were clearing that inverted matrix system of your union and flipping it, doing a 180 and putting it back into divine order. And that's what I feel like is going on here with the Six of Cups, or all of these relationship cycles in the Piscean age, right? And that's a mother-daughter in the Six of Cups cards here as well. So it does look like a really good feminine healing is healing the emotional body, healing the heart chakra, reparenting ourselves, giving us the support, the ingenuity, the decision making to walk away from what is destructive, what we know is not healthy, especially in relationships, what will continue causing us pain. So some sort of understanding and choices are being made at the same time. It's like you're supported, you're moving through this. So any sort of, I feel like, abuse from childhood from one parent or another, or from external people, adults, that we're actively creating this seed point that's continued on in your life here is what's healing here as well. So there could be some deep wounds, some deep trauma bonds, and uncovering that. I feel like that's probably the solution here. And that could definitely, what you've been understanding is more deeper inner child healing work, or ancestral with the Six of Cups. Like this is a lot of stuff, a lot of the past cycles that now it's like you can create a new cycle with the Sun card. So I feel like you're feeling complete within yourself. We'll see in the extended reading what comes through and what we can code in to support this healing. And I'm hearing like information coming in, whatever we can code in to bring in the more information. So you do get this healing and emotional understanding, heart healing, closure, mending, the mothering. This could be the earth holding space for us, the divine feminine Christ, the Holy Spirit. It can be coming in through, it's clearing out decisions, the devil making decisions over a union, over our lives, right? The fight, having to fight the devil constantly. And I was just hearing this morning when I was waking up and stuff, like you win, like you're, God was saying, like you're winning at this. Like if like you won, like the fight's over. I've accomplished these things. I was hearing it on a few different levels coming in this morning. So it's like, I'm like, I have, like I won, like what? It was kind of out of nowhere. So it feels like completions coming in here, with battles that could have been going on your whole life. Paganism, this fight against the systems, that's why a lot of us spiritual warriors, the rainbow warriors, we came here. Not everyone's starseed mission is the fight, but a lot of us have had to come here to be an active participant in the spiritual war. Okay, long story short. And I feel like that's concluded for you personally. I feel like we've done it collectively, and then we've done it personally and for our own families, and gotten to that 0 point. And I'm hearing it's connected with the Mars and Venus energies here as well. And this is your personal journey that's concluding now. It's not collective. Again, I feel like the ley lines and that collective stuff is completed, and that's supporting us get our individual wins here, so that these Three of Swords cycles, past life cycles, will not karmically continue repeating in your lifetimes, in your family, in your union, in your offspring. So I'm seeing Leo season again here. So the Lion's Gate could be very important for this manifestation of what's going on right now, or completion of what we're experiencing this week. Your counterpart, they've got the Nine of Cups. They had this last week with the Two of Swords. Yeah, and this is something that was coming through in the Ascension Energies reading last week. It was this Two of Swords and getting through the veils here, and then pilgrimage. So there is the pilgrimage card coming up here. I feel like a lot of this particular week is connected to you and your alignment with everything we just talked about. Clearing out these Two of Swords, the veils, so that you have this clarity. You can choose love with your divine counterpart here. I feel like they're coming to you. This is more like the energy was blocked from the emotional body of the feminine, preventing the masculine from coming in because of this stuff going on here that we've been going through the past 2 weeks. And now it's like this healing can come down and you're receptive to have your counterpart come in and give you love. And that's partly what I think is going on here. Is like there is something coming in, there is some sort of download, some good energy is definitely coming in to support from the galaxy into the planet, into your counterpart, into your union, to support you, to support your feminine energies. And I feel like it's grounding this truth. Basically, here it's really rooting it in and rooting it into the foundation of the new earth here, giving you what you want and need, uncovering the past so that you can move on for good. And it's healing for the timeline shift. It's something connected with your children, if you do have children as well, and the family ancestry, and it could be more on the other parent's side, that's also healing, clearing up for their own feminine energy, their own feminine channel. So these are conquering old earth timelines. So now it's a continuation of the rise of the divine feminine Christ. This is what wins the win out of the Piscean age is the rise of the divine feminine Christ. She's the one, the mother, the earth, the divine feminine Christ, the leader, the creatrix, the feminine energies is the solution. So this is all coming together. We're doing it through us as well. The Sisterhood of the Rose, through the lunar gateway is what I'm hearing. It's overriding the old earth feminine, dark, distorted feminine systems. That energy, that whether it was through men or women, that channel it was like that state that's been showing up in the last reading that was coming in to interfere in your union, right? So now we're overriding that energy with the divine feminine Christ more because of the age of Aquarius that we're in, that we're conquering these older timelines. And we have emotionally for them the Five of Wands. This is something about their behavior patterns coming in. Six of Swords and then Fortune. And we've got that wealth coming through here in this particular card. So everything is safe and protected here and moving forward. Flowing with the alignment that's unfolding right now. I feel like you two are blessed. Your union's blessed. You're going to be supported. You are being supported, and more support's coming in here as well, bringing the two of you together, creating a very strong foundation. It does look like these are the last, like you both have done so much to create the foundation of your union in the new earth. This is coming together, and this looks like one of the final pieces. It's definitely the next layer of grounding in and making this foundation happen, making the union come together and unfold in the new earth. Coupling is what I'm hearing in the new earth. And then we have in the blocks the Eight of Wands with the Two of Cups and then ecstasy here coming in. So I feel like it's just divine timing for the union coming together, for you two. With the pilgrimage card, the Eight of Wands is talking about movement, traveling, coming together, communicating. So I think a lot is just connected with you. It's all on you this week, basically. No pressure to get this alignment. It's just revelations, what you're getting here. So it's accepting. All you need to do is really accept the truth, Make the change if you need to change out of the Three of Cups to the King of Cups, and moving with getting your power back, especially emotionally. Like, you're not the victim any longer. You do have control over your union, over your relationship, over your emotions, over your health and well-being, where it wasn't, there's so much external interferences that took that control away from us, and caused a lot of things that kept the feminine busy. So now it's like the power is back in the feminine's hands here, and we just don't really understand that probably yet. This is the new beginning, so I feel like just continuing deciding what you want, creating, planting these seeds, continuing setting these intentions, ultimately, definitely saying, like, I don't want this, knowing what you don't want, again, will be very important, because you're meant to be walking away from certain things. Like, I'm totally done with this. I want the Fool card. I want this new beginning with my King of Cups. So that these decision makings, I think, is really all that needs to align this week. And then, so the final outcome, or your action steps, or your counterpart, we do have the Ten of Swords. So it's coming up twice in this reading, with the Six of Pentacles here, and Truth with the Scales of Balance. So there's two scales of balance here coming in. It's you two merging together is what this is about, right? So you two can now become one, basically, here, with this alignment coming together with the Temperance card and the Six of Pentacles here, and the Scales and the Truth and the Revelations. It's all helping you two. It's like external opponents. I'm hearing it as like external people, third party karmics. Like, we have to delete that program, I feel like, here. And the truth is, like, you two are merging and coming together, and those things that were allowed to accept themselves and separate you are not allowed to do that any longer, ultimately, here. So part of it will be like claiming that truth, like claiming our power and saying, no, you cannot be interfering, or no, I command that to stop, and we're not doing this anymore. We have a new beginning in the new earth. And so anyways, it could be part of us aligning with that, getting that in some sort of balance with the Six of Pentacles within ourselves. And like, the truth is setting your union free here. It's time to be happy and in love. Like, really, I think after trials and tribulations and all the challenges, like the fighting, and now, like, you have to switch to being ecstasy, going from like this war to ecstasy, so elatedness. It is this whole 180 flip for sure, that we're moving into. So the final outcome for the two of you this week, we do have the Seven of Wands with the Lovers card and escape. So you two are your union, you're escaping. See this Seven of Wands, it's the battle's over. Like, love has won. She's going through this doorway right behind her. She's just like right at that doorway. So all these attacks are over here, this fighting, that you're escaping that now this week. Your union, especially the feminine, is escaping that and going through the doorway that's behind her. So you don't have to the union here. So you don't have to keep fighting any longer. And this has been a mental battle, a lot, well, mental and emotional, right? So it could be more like you have to shift your belief system around this, shift your thoughts and expectations, for the paradigm shift, or open up the heart more, be more trusting. So I think both, I think it's going to be different for everybody here, but this week it looks really, really good that you're setting yourself free. You have freedom, your counterpart supporting your freedom here as well, and like ready to receive this union. So it is all about the feminine going through this portal, this doorway this week, from the old Earth Union template into the new Earth Union, the 5D union. with the Fool card here as well. This is your fresh start. So endings and beginnings is a huge week. This is very bigger picture energies, Piscean age of Aquarius, a lot of timeline shifting and closure, and a whole paradigm, right? A whole paradigm shift from one paradigm to another that are complete opposite paradigms. So this is what you're moving through this week. This is what the feminine's moving through this week. Your counterparts holding space for you, ready, waiting, grounding this foundation here, ready to receive you, as well as these truths continue surfacing, this understanding and awareness and your power coming back here. The feminine holds the key. The feminine's got all the power right now as well. So we just have to remember how powerful we really are. Snakes in the grass. There's like, we're not going to get bit anymore either. Conquering these old earth timelines and choosing love. And that's your King of Cups, choosing love. Very, very, very interesting, powerful week we're processing through. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me here as well. I know this is a unique mission for the Holy Grail unions that you are all on, and I'm very grateful for everything that everybody does here, especially this healing that the feminine's been going through. So we're going to work with the soulmate cards. You can get more cards in the extended reading as well. Do the God code healing. So it's shamanic healing. It's got light language. We go through all space, time, and dimensions and use the God code to clear out what needs to go, code in what we need next. So it's going to fully support you. This healing goes to both of you in your union through all lifetimes, through all space, time, dimension. It's an infinite quantum healing, very inexpensive. I do list down below some of the energies that we do cover in the extended reading, as well as the link if you'd like to join us there on Vimeo. Thank you so much for joining me here. God bless you both and have a very blessed week. Take care.